Do you need a great marketing tool to advertise your business or event? Then use Ottumwa Coasters. Get your business or event on drink coasters featured in Ottumwa's most popular restaurants. It's the most fun and effective way to reach the community. Starting at just $199, you get 1,000 coasters delivered to Ottumwa's most popular restaurants. Look for Ottumwa Coasters on Facebook or call or text 573-932-0111.
Now, everything you need to know to start your day. The Morning Wake Up is streaming live with Steve Shetler.
Hey, yo! It is time for the Morning Wake Up here on Steve Shetler Media. Ottumwa Coasters bringing us our Morning Wake Up here on Steve Shetler Media. Let's switch over to what they got going on. They've got actually a brand new thing with a new business special. This is for Ottumwa Coasters, who brings us our Morning Wake Up. As you can see right there, if you want to advertise your business, your event, your fundraiser, whatever you got going on, you can save 25% right now on 1,000 coasters, as they're helping 10 new businesses reach the community with 1,000 coasters for just $149. That's a savings of $50. So get your business featured on drink coasters in 12-plus popular Ottumwa restaurants. You can call or text Elizabeth. She's super nice, super easy to work with, and you see the number right there. Again, that is a new business special with Ottumwa Coasters. Make sure you take advantage of that. That's a look at what the coasters will look like. I've got my coaster out there in Ottumwa, and you can too for your business or your event or whatever you got going on. Take advantage of Ottumwa Coasters. They've got that great deal for new businesses. Be one of those first 10 businesses to advertise, and they will get you hooked up. Let's take a look at our forecast. It's brought to us by Amy's Salon, House, and Spa in Sigourney. And today, another nice day. You know, especially we're past the midpoint in November. We were at the 15th yesterday. It's November 16th today. Partly sunny skies, a high around 66. The only thing about today, it will be pretty windy, with wind gusts up to about 36 miles per hour at times today. You know, yesterday, I did go ahead and I drug all of the outside Christmas decorations out. However, that's where it stopped. I didn't actually put the lights up. I should have done that yesterday. It'll be a little bit windy today. I'll just have to hold on to the ladder a little bit tighter as I put the Christmas lights up. So yeah, a nice day today temperature-wise, but definitely on the windy side. For tonight, 20% chance of some rain between 11 to midnight. Otherwise, we'll have cloudy skies gradually clearing overnight. It'll still be breezy, and a low of 36. Winds could gust up near 30 miles per hour. Tomorrow, sunshine and much cooler. A high of 48, and north winds tomorrow could gust up to 20 miles per hour. Tomorrow night, clear, a low of 27. Saturday, sunny and 58. Right now, current conditions, humidity at 78%, wind speeds south at about 10 miles per hour, barometric pressure at 30.01, and currently 46 degrees here in southeast Iowa. Weather brought to us by Amy's Salon, House, and Spa in Sigourney. Call or text for an appointment, 641-622-3772. As Amy and the girls can help you with hair services, spa services, extensions, products, tanning, and more. That's at Amy's Salon, House, and Spa, sponsoring our Morning Wake Up Forecast here on Steve Shetler Media. Well, some news out of the sports world. Now, yesterday, I did put it up on my Facebook page that Cooper DeJean, you know, I still look at his name and want to say DeJean, but it's DeJean. Cooper. Coop. Unfortunately going to be out of the rest of the season for the Iowa Hawkeye football team. Yeah, that is pretty devastating news. Man, the Iowa Hawkeyes, their team has just been destroyed by one big injury after another. Cade McNamara, Eric All, Luke Lachey. I was going to say Nick Lachey. Luke Lachey. And now Cooper DeJean. So we'll see. It had to be a given that if he would have stayed healthy through the remainder of this season, that Cooper would be going to the NFL. Does getting hurt change his mind at all? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see on that, but best wishes for Cooper on a speedy recovery. Oh, the Hawks are going to miss him big time, but we'll see what his future holds. We'll see if he is a Hawkeye next year or if he decides to take the big bucks and go to the NFL. You couldn't blame him if he does. Other sports news, more localized here for Sigourney folks, as word is that a Hall of Fame football coaching legend here in Iowa, Bob Howard, retiring. He is entering retirement, according to the Webster City AD, as Bob Howard, 70 years old, steps down after his 47th season coaching football. That includes 17, his last 17 years with the Webster City Lynx, a program that he revitalized. And Bob Howard, Coach Howard, won 372 games in his career, reached the playoffs 30 times, 14 of those with the Webster City, and a whole bunch of those with Sigourney and Sigourney-Keota. He got 3 state titles with Sigourney-Keota. He was here at the head of the program when Sigourney and Keota combined back in the 80s. He was my coach in football and basketball when I was in high school way back when. So we salute you, Coach Bob Howard. Love him or hate him, the guy won, and he won wherever he was in football. Definitely a legendary Hall of Fame coach, Bob Howard, retiring from football at the age of 70 years old. Football in Iowa will never be the same. Single wing offense is what you think of when you think of Bob Howard teams. In some other sports news, you can look for the Keota posters, basketball posters. Of course, doing some Keota basketball games this winter. Late November, here in less than a couple of weeks, we're going to have the basketball debut here on Steve Shuttler Media with Keota at Sigourney on the 28th. And then we've got plenty more games coming out throughout December and January. So look for 10 of those boy-girl doubleheaders coming up on Steve Shuttler Media, Facebook, and YouTube. Eddie and Andy will be our announcing team. Eddie Conrad from Sigourney, Andy McGuire from Keota. And we'll have live video, live announcers, live updated scoreboard throughout. So look for Keota basketball right here on Steve Shuttler Media. If you want to be a sponsor, it is not too late. I've had some people reach out wondering if it's too late to sign up and be a sponsor for Steve Shuttler Media and the coverage of Keota basketball. It's not too late. Now, you missed out on getting on the poster. You can see at the bottom of the poster there that we've got plenty of sponsors on board, and they got on in time to get on the poster. But even though you missed the poster, you can still get on the broadcasts of the live broadcasts of Keota basketball. So if you want to do that, let me know. Plenty of time to do that. SteveShuttlerMedia@gmail.com. That's Keota basketball. Looking forward to Keota basketball. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think their boys team going to be pretty darn good this year, so we should have a lot of fun with that. Myself, again, Andy McGuire, Eddie Conrad, will be doing a bunch of those games for Keota basketball. Let's go ahead and jump into some birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Let's see here, and some birthday. I do have to make a quick apology. We were talking, Neil and I were on yesterday, making fools of ourselves as usual. But there was a birthday that was commented in the comments yesterday for Tenley McGuire. And I was thinking that Tenley was a boy. I don't know why. But Tenley's a little girl. And Tenley, gosh darn it, I'm sorry for thinking that. So accept my apologies. Tenley is a cool little girl, and I hope she had a great birthday yesterday. Let's see here. Birthdays for today. Who do we got? Kind of all over the place this morning. Birthdays today. Country music birthday. Keith Burns of the group Trick Pony from back in the day. Keith is now 60 years old. He's still doing solo stuff. So if you like Trick Pony, you like Keith Burns, you might want to check out his stuff. He's still performing and putting out music. Dwight Gooden, the former pitcher for the Mets. He had a little bit of trouble off and on throughout his career. Heck of a pitcher, though. 59 years old for Dwight Gooden. Actress Lisa Bonet, she was on The Cosby Show. I think she was with Lenny Kravitz for quite a while. 56 years old for Lisa Bonet. The figure skater Oksana Baul. Remember Oksana from the Olympics back in the 90s? 46 years old today. We've got actress Maggie Gyllenhaal. Whenever I look at Maggie and Jake's last name, is that his name? Jake Gyllenhaal? I want to say Gyllenhaal or Gyllenhaal. It's Gyllenhaal, I think. I might have messed myself up. Maggie Gyllenhaal, 46 years old. And Pete Davidson, funny guy, was on Saturday Night Live, dated one of the Kardashians. 30 years old today for Pete. But before we go any further, good morning to you, Amber. Amber's always here with us on the mornings. We've got Nick. What a rush. Kay, good morning to you. Sandy, always a good morning. Hope to see you tomorrow at Barnwired. And Kathy and Kurt from New Sharon, they are hanging out with us this morning as well. If you're watching, say a good morning. Would love to hear from you and know that you're out there. On this date in history, let's see here. I think we're going to get through today kind of quick. So let's see here. On this date, 1907, Oklahoma became our 44th state. The Sooners, Oklahoma, 1907. It was on this date, November 16th, 1965, Walt Disney unveiled his plans on building Disney World. Wonder if he had any idea on how much money the Disney brand would make. He obviously had no idea at the time, and he'd probably be rolling over in his grave with what Disney has become. And then on this date, 1982, NFL players ended an 8-week walkout. So they got back to playing in the NFL. Let's see here. Today is, according to the National Day calendar, we've got World Pancreatic Cancer Day. It's International Check Your Wipers Day. This would be a good day. Before it gets snowy and icy, check those wipers. Put some new ones on before the weather turns here in southeast Iowa. Let's see here. It's Did you like my windshield wiper? It's International Day for Tolerance. Be tolerant of some things, but not everything. National Indiana Day. I don't remember reading anything about Indiana, but it's Indiana. We salute you, Indiana. It's Great American Smokeout Day, so quit smoking, at least for a day. Give it a shot. See what happens. It's National Button Day. Button, I've got a button. It's National Fast Food Day. Yummy. I like unhealthy, greasy, fatty fast food. I do. I'm not going to lie. I like fast food, and I'm not going to lie. Let's see here. Things you need to know, or not. We'll give you a bunch of these today. This is sad news. Since invading Ukraine, word is that Russia has lost over 300,000 soldiers in this war. Has it really been worth it? Am I the only one that when Russia invaded Ukraine, however long ago it's been now, I thought, man, this war is going to take approximately 24 hours and then Russia would win. Not the case at all. So Ukraine still fighting with Russia. This is something I need to Google. But my information this morning says that GQ has named Kim Kardashian their 2023 Man of the Year. Is this real? Can somebody out there watching this morning Google that and let me know in the comments? Is Kim Kardashian really the GQ Man of the Year. What world are we living in? Did Kim change sides? Did she? I don't know. Let me know. Somebody let me know about that. Jimmy Kimmel is going to be back next March. He'll be hosting the Oscars again. Nobody asked me. I wouldn't host the Oscars even if they did ask. Life expectancy for men has fallen to just 73 years. So let's see. I've got 22 years left. 6 years less than women. So there you go. Let's see here. The U.S. Postal Service, they lost $6.5 billion with a B. That's $6.5 billion they lost. They had predicted that they were going to break even this year. Not even remotely close on that. Anybody Googling my Kim Kardashian Man of the Year? I need to know. Somebody let me know. Southeastern Florida, they were expecting upwards of 10 inches of rain overnight. So we'll see if that happened. Just in time for Christmas, Toys R Us is opening a huge new store at the Mall of America in Minnesota. So for us here in Iowans, you'll have to make that trip north. What is it, 5.5, 6 hours to Minnesota, to Minneapolis, to see that giant Toys R Us at the Mall of America. How about the Mega Millions? It's continuing to grow as no winner again on Tuesday. So Friday night's jackpot tomorrow will be in the neighborhood of $267 million. That would be a nice Christmas gift. Authorities looking for a 28-year-old Louisiana man who jumped off a cruise ship this week in the Gulf of Mexico. Evidently, he was needing to swim. A little refreshing time in the ocean. I don't know. Senator Joe Manchin says that he would, quote, absolutely consider a presidential run. Somebody's trying to get in my room here. I think it was a cat or a dog. Let's see here. The senator... let's see here. The senator saying that he would consider a presidential run. I mean, I would too. I would consider it. I don't think it's newsworthy. We talked about this, I think, last week, maybe earlier this week. These people that run for president knowing full well that they will never, ever win. Why? Why bother? Why waste the time? Why waste the money? I mean, do you really think you're going to win the race, the presidential race? You're not. You're just not. So just don't. Don't bother. Why? Nobody's going to vote for the senator. I mean, some people will, but not enough. Let's see here. Other news. Despite his... here's another one. Despite his low polling, former Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson says that he's staying in the hunt for the GOP nomination. Why? Just quit it. Quit it. If you're thinking about running for president, quit it. Don't. You're not going to win. It's obviously either going to be Trump or Biden. Maybe, if I were to say who I was voting for, it might be that guy too. But it's not going to be any of these other little people. They just quit it. Good morning to you, Patty. Good morning to you, Melissa. Nobody is telling me. I was talking a few minutes ago about GQ naming Kim Kardashian the Man of the Year. Can somebody Google that for me? I want to know if that's a real thing or not. Please. I'm truly asking somebody to do that for me. Let's see here. Now playing in London is a musical based on Gwyneth Paltrow's skiing accident. It's called Gwyneth Goes Skiing. Real news. In Wisconsin, those cheeseheads. Neil. Thank you, Neil. Kim Kardashian. So, yeah, that's true. That's so stupid. Thanks, Neil. Thanks, Neil, for clarifying that. Kim Kardashian. You the man, Kim. And Neil. Kim Kardashian, man of the year. That'd be an interesting household. Because Bruce Jenner was the woman of the year. Let's see here. Wisconsin. A woman has been found guilty of fatally poisoning another woman using eye drops. Yeah, poisoned eye drops. Can you imagine the poison going through your eyeballs? The caregiver was allegedly driven by greed. So, poisoning by eye drops. What a way to go. And finally, Cleveland Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson out for the rest of the season with a shoulder injury. So, Deshaun, if you were clinging to him on your fantasy football team, it's time to drop him. In some food news, I like food. Good morning, Sherry. Yes, facepalm, Kathy, on the Kim Kardashian story. Food news, a company called Boulder Canyon is making pumpkin pie flavored potato chips. Barf. So, if you're like Alan Sellers in Sigourney, Iowa, co-host of the Sports Section Coaches Show, and you like pumpkin everything, including pumpkin wipes, there is pumpkin pie flavored potato chips. You can show up at Thanksgiving next week with some pumpkin pie flavored potato chips. Everybody will look at you weird. Let's see here. McDonald's and Crocs, they have teamed up to offer a line of Crocs inspired by Grimace and the Hamburglar. Interesting. Dr. Pepper, they've got a new flavor out there. It's called Dr. Pepper Hot Take. It's a spicy soda. It's available only to members of Dr. Pepper's fan program, Pepper Perks. Who knew that they had a fan club for Dr. Pepper? Pepper Perks. Do that, and you can try the new spicy Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper Hot Take. Eminem, he's to that point in his career now where he is selling spaghetti sauce. It's called Mom's Spaghetti Pasta Sauce. Eminem, yo, my name, wiki. Spaghetti. My name, wiki. Spaghetti. Baskin Robbins has a new flavor. So gross. Turkey Day Fixins. Baskin Robbins ice cream. Combines Thanksgiving flavors like autumn spiced sweet potato, honey cornbread pieces, and swirls of ocean spray cranberry sauce into, they say, delectable ice cream. Sounds like something that my friend Neil would like, because he likes all those gross things for Thanksgiving, like sweet potatoes and corn. I don't mind the cornbread, just a little bit. And cranberry sauce. That's gross, Baskin Robbins. That's just gross. Today's impossible question. Oh, the impossible question. Good morning to you, Kathy. Kathy and Wayne, vacationing in Missouri. Let's see here. Today's impossible question. At any given moment, there are 1,800 of these happening on Earth. What do you think? What do you think? 1,800 of these happening on Earth at any given moment. Answer is thunderstorms. Thunder! 1,800 thunderstorms happening at any given moment on Earth. Black Friday's coming right up. A little over a week away from Black Friday sales. Of course, that's always a gigantic thing that people like to do. The best places for Black Friday retailers, according to Wallet Hub, who puts out such information, the best place to shop for the best discounts is JCPenney. So go to JCPenney. Macy's is number 2. Belk, Belk. I don't know. Is Belk like an actual physical store? I don't know. Not sure on the Belk. But it's number 3 for the best deals. You got Kohl's, you got Target, a place called BJ's, Best Buy, Amazon, Walmart, Dell. Those are your places to go to shop. JCPenney has the highest overall discount rate. In some weird news.
That is weird.
Weird news, State Farm going to be paying out millions to a family after it tried to lowball an insurance settlement after a woman's death. The Santa Fe, New Mexican reports everything started with the tragic death of Andrea Lovato. Domo arigato, Andrea Lovato. She died in a 2017 car accident after she swerved to avoid a minivan. The head-on collision killed her while her 4-year-old nephew, who was in the car, survived. Now, a week before her death, again, this is before her death, lawyers for the family say that Lovato had taken steps to upgrade her State Farm insurance policy after her car had been stolen. State Farm wanted to play dirty. After the family found the paperwork proving the policy had higher limits, they tried attacking Lovato's character, and according to sources, claiming things like Lovato had actually committed suicide by causing the crash. That is lowball scumbag dirty. So we'll see what happens with State Farm in that situation. Also some weird news, extra weird news.
That is weird.
It's extra weird. Mysterious humming sound. Hum. You like how I had to find the right pitch. Hum. A weird humming sound has been keeping residents of a Northern Ireland city awake at night. Officials said they have yet to determine its source. The sound, described as a humming or buzzing noise. Humming and buzzing are different. Zzz. Hum. Zzz. It's been reported most frequently between 10 p.m. and midnight. So the mysterious humming noise of Northern Ireland. Was that Irish? I don't know what that was. Kind of pirate-ish. Irish pirates. TV news. The streets of San Francisco reportedly cleaned up right before President Biden and China. And Chinese leader Xi Jinping arrived before the president and the Chinese leader arrived for the current Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit. So the streets were cleaned up in San Francisco for this. It seems, as on Monday, a public television news crew reportedly robbed at gunpoint. This just in, I'm being robbed. Live on the streets of San Francisco. The reporter and a crew, they were actually from the Czech Republic. So they were from out of the country. They were doing a stand-up live news thing in front of a bookstore when, according to a local Fox affiliate, citing police, they said a vehicle stopped on the street. 3 armed men with firearms exited the car and approached the group. The suspects demanded their production equipment, and the victims complied. So I guess they just quit doing their news, and they're like, here, take our stuff. That is weird.
That is weird.
And finally today, your Department of Duh. Department of Duh. Let's see here. A man has been arrested and faces multiple charges after being unaware that he left his child at home while he went to the store on Monday night. Duh. Again, this is in Connecticut, Mansfield, Connecticut. State police said that Troop C troopers responded to a missing child report around 8:18 p.m. When troopers arrived, 30-year-old Colby Parker of Mansfield told them he went into the store, left his child in the vehicle. Parker said the child was missing when he returned to the vehicle. Personnel were also able to review security footage during the investigation, which showed that Parker had made 2 stops at the store throughout the day and that the child was with him during the first, but not the second visit. The second time, he just left the kid at home. So don't be that person, because you're going to end up on the duh. That is your morning wake up. Do we need to review anything? Your top story, once again, at least for folks here in Sigourney, Iowa. Again, longtime football coach for Sigourney and Sigourney-Keota, Bob Howard, retiring at the age of 70 after 47 years as a football coach in the state of Iowa. Coach Howard, legendary Hall of Fame figure in Iowa football with the single wing, winning 3 state titles with Sigourney-Keota. So congratulations to you, Coach Bob Howard, on your retirement. All right, that'll do it. Thank you to Ottumwa Coasters for bringing us our morning wake up. Thank you to Amy's Salon House and Spa for sponsoring our forecast. And stay tuned. Later on today, let's see here, it's Thursday, we'll have our Sigourney Public Library video with Miss Amanda. She'll get you updated with everything at the library. We'll go outside with the great outdoors with Mahaska County Conservation's Laura DeCook. And I'll be bebopping my way down to Ottumwa for our weekly pet from the Heartland Humane Society. So lots to get to later on today here on Steve Shuttler Media. Thanks for tuning in for the Morning Wake Up, brought to us by Ottumwa Coasters. Have a great day.